Hey guys, yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to do some videos as best I can to kind of, you know, kind of clear my mind over what's happened to this morning. And I know my dog would want me to, continue on and be happy and be glad that she's now with the Lord and with her fellow pets that we had over the years in heaven. So that's what I'm going to do. And here, I want to talk about my updated experience with 2K22. And I want to address something right off the bat, and that's the controller scheme. Now, I understand that they've made the controllers similar but a little different to give more of a challenge, more of a realistic feel to the playability, if you will. I understand that. I get that. I respect that. But if I'm 2K games, if I'm WWE 2K games or WWE games in general, then knowing that they got more than just this current patch they put out, which they called the biggest patch, in WWE games history, that being the 1.09 patch. If I'm WWE 2K, if I'm WWE games or WWE 2K, then I would definitely decide or make the decision because apparently if they're listening to the community, then they need to hear what the community is saying about the control schemes. And obviously I'm not the only one that's going to say this, but I think what they need to do is give us the option of either choosing between the new current control scheme that has you use the red button before you go to the action button of X or the blue X or the pink square. They need to give us an option that between choosing the new grappling system, as they put it, of, like I say, pressing the red circle button before the blue X button, which is the heavy grapple action button, or the pink square button, which is the light grapple button system on the PlayStation consoles. They need to give us the option of going between that and back to the control scheme or the grappling scheme that we all know and love from the original games, which is just, the square or the X being the primary action buttons, along with the L stick and nothing more. In other words, no red circle to press before you press the other buttons and the L stick. So to me, on the next patch, WWE games, give us the option to choose between this new grapple system you have here and the original grapple system from 2K19 and even, I think, to an extent, 2K20. You do that, and I guarantee you people will be more than pleased with this game than they are now. I mean, nothing against the new grappling system, nothing against it. It does provide a challenge, but there's a lot of people like myself that are used to the original control scheme. So if you can give us a choice between the two, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. But besides that, going and speaking of the patches they've done, the recent patch, which, like I said, they consider the biggest one, has included the new NXT 2.0 arena, which is a first for any WWE game in the modern gaming era, because they've never had, none of the developers, I should say, never have, kept up to date with what's going on in WWE or currently in WWE. This is a first. This is a first by them including the NXT 2.0 arena. Now what that tells me is there's a good chance that if this is the direction they're going to go in when it comes to potential DLC or inclusions like arenas and stuff and superstars through patches or, like I said, DLC, then I'm not going to be surprised if the next announcement they make is one of the DLCs that we get would be the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. I would not be surprised by that. But don't hold me to it. We'll just have to wait to see what they say. But besides that, overall, the patch obviously it's doing the job it's meant to do. Now, on top of that, I am going to say this. One thing I have learned about 2K22 is when you do create a character, you have to basically keep some resemblance of what they wear on their face. Whether it's the glasses, whether it's, you know, a mask in this case or something. Because if you take the mask or the glasses away, then apparently it's going to cause a glitch. And that's what happened when I did the Crosslink Briella character. I gave her a in-ring design and an entrance design. The entrance design was different because I took away the mask and the green makeup around her eyes. But apparently that caused a glitch as well as caused the game to crash. So what I decided to do was just rectify that by making them all one and the same. Basically make the ring design basically the same as the entrance design for her. And apparently that fixed it, and I haven't had an issue since. Period. So obviously that's a lesson learned there, that when you create a character that has like a eye feature or eyeglass feature or a mask feature around the eyes, that you got to keep that consistent with the in-ring design as well, apparently. Hopefully that's another thing they'll address in the 1.10 patch if they do it, which I think they will. Overall though, excuse me. Overall though, the gameplay is actually good. I enjoy it. I am getting used to, like I say, the grappling scheme, but as I mentioned, I think it would be beneficial if they included the option in the next patch update of letting us go between the new one, or letting us choose, I should say, between the new one and the grappling scheme that we're more accustomed to from the previous games. That's just my suggestion. But overall, I've enjoyed it. And, you know, that's really about it. So until the next time I give you guys an updated review again, let me know what your thoughts are down below. How do you feel about the idea of giving us an option between the new grappling control scheme and the original? What are your thoughts on, you know, NXT 2.0 Arena being included in the newest patch, as well as the fact that you could get glitches and crashes if you don't match up both the entrance and in-ring design of your created characters to somewhat a similar level. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere, where super chats and super stickers would be appreciated, especially at this time, ladies and gentlemen. And until then, I will talk to y'all later.